Like I have always seen थोड़ा founders लोग lost हो जाते हैं. Like there are a lot of things that they have to do initially when they're starting their company, their startup. And hiring an agency and or hiring an in-house team is just one of the many things that they have to do.
Yeah.
मुझे यहाँ पे लगता है कि personally agency थोड़ा help हो जाती है because at this sector especially around your media or your branding or your digital side ये लोग थोड़ा help कर देता है because they are expert. You are not an expert in that. तो थोड़ा सा वहाँ पे help हो जाती है. But yes, agreed. थोड़ा सा उसके बाद in-house there has to be some kind of people those who can lay the structure like you said, no?
Exactly.
Build the foundation and then from there on they can take over.
हाँ मतलब like if you don't have a designer and all, even getting a freelance designer is going to cost you a bomb.
Correct.
Might as well get like a pura a branding agency and like do the whole thing, and after that see like what you can do, right? Like I mean then lay the structure and everything and go ahead.
No, that's true. I mean, you are definitely saving a bomb, which is very important. So perfect.
I mean, unless then if you're going for freelancers, there's also like if you'll find cheap people, but you're also trade off with quality, right? There's a trade off in quality as well, like wherein you are getting people, but then either you have to train them and bring them to the quality, and by the time they leave, or there's some other thing involved, like wherein it's of low quality value.
I recently read, I don't remember the exact name, and I don't remember where I read it, either on Twitter or LinkedIn. So one of the major challenge that a founder or a startup guy, co-founder faces is that they know that for a particular work they need expert, but then they don't have that money to take in the people for that much amount. Like for instance, I know for instance if I want to have a good digital marketing team, people will come at a cost, and then I don't have that cost, right? So that's again adding
exactly, and then the founder ends up doing everything by himself.
Correct.
Right.
And एक तो पता नहीं क्या है यार, was this obsession with Facebook ads?
अरे नहीं,
people just think कि Facebook ad is only boosting, right? मतलब वहाँ पे 2 बटन है, दबाया, active किया and like live. Like that's not digital marketing, yeah. Especially these founders I'm talking about, not with the freelancers. ये लगा रहे हमें तो आता है, and then they start giving you all the ज्ञान. I'm sitting like this, like yeah, but that's not Facebook, There's a lot of analytics and numbers that goes behind. But yeah.
अरे I mean they like.
Have you seen some
organic
examples?
नहीं, yeah. I mean like see, organic reach is dead in Facebook. Okay. So all we used to do like in my previous companies were boost, and then like it used to reach a certain number, and then like so I was at one point like where I like when I was managing social media I was like fuck, it's week like reach like it's not hitting the right number and I have to send my analytics report, like can we boost anything, is there anything that we can boost? And I was chasing that because every week on week we have like these targets of like this thing with a
so
reach
you had
number
a
and
budget
everything.
also month on month.
I mean like so if we justify then we can like boost it, and the performance team like this ads team, they have like some budget going on, but we need to just justify why we're doing this,
Why we are doing it.
and somehow we can like justify it. But
I mean because I think people need to come out with the obsession कि Facebook is just boosting. I mean they need to understand conversion model क्या होता है, attribution क्या होता है पीछे, click through, view through, one day through. There are a lot of
you know what, there are actually ways you can do it organically. Like I've seen that in like when I was working in my previous company, wherein this thing was that like if you use certain, you should understand your audience here. Like see when I was working with these kids, like I mean the gaming company is catered to kids. You knew that if you keep like very simple, and that too it is like 2nd year, 3rd year cities of India. So you knew that they don't really like very complicated stuff. Very simple math question wale posters, if you make it like those basic ass things, with you like make it a little fancy and you send it, it'll blow up. It blew the fuck up organically. So these mini games and everything, because I knew that acha, these guys are kids.
So yeah, I mean Rakshit, since you know the tricks and ways for the organic boosting, top 3 ways, especially for the Facebook, because there are a lot of small scale owners those who start their advertisement through Facebook. Organically क्या कर सकते हैं वो लोग? Organically what are the top 3 ways they can, if not viral, I mean reach out to as many people as possible?
So Abhi, what I've seen is like these reels and all, they're doing pretty well, because like even at least like till last year when I was doing social media actively on Facebook and all the platforms, I saw that these short videos they were doing well, especially if like every short video there are basic structures where in the first 5 seconds you need to have a hook to capture your audience.
Right.
And doing these things like the basic formula dal ke, like if you make it entertaining, it will do well. That is one.
So even the small scale owners should invest themselves in the reels.
Yeah, I mean, like, see, because although people say that, okay, yeah, reels are not that great, oh, you're diluting content and everything, it's actually working. It's the algorithm is pushing it.
So not just, the reel shouldn't just be around the people, it can be around the products also.
It can be around the product, but then, like, see, think about it. If you take any random product, like, say, I know the founders will be like, oh, my product is great and everything. Say if it's any other product, like say this chair. If I take a video of this chair and if I put it on social media, will you watch it? Like when you're scrolling, will you stop and will you watch it? No, right? If it's just a product video. But if you make it entertaining, you would stop and you would watch it, right? That is with any product. How much ever you love your product, if you just shoot your product, it's not going to work.
Right,
but you have to
add
some masalas,
engaging,
something or that, so that you can like capture the audience, right? Make them see. In any video, it's about the longer you watch, the better. Then the algorithm knows that your video is actually working, so they push it, right? So you need to retain your audience as much as possible, as long as possible. That's why, like, I mean, why do you think these selfie mane leli aaj and all are working? Because it is cringy and you're like, I can't stop watching it. It's like that, right?
Right, absolutely.
So that's one video. The second thing is like these, I don't know, it depends from industry to industry, but very simple memes. Very simple, very, very, very simple. It shouldn't be too, this thing with that. And it should be relatable. It should be related to like what's happening around, what's trending. It could be related to like some local flavors. If you're a Bangalore-based startup, then about Bangalore, like raining. I know people are like this thing with that. It's polarized, but I would say like whatever's happening within the city, right? Like make it as local as possible.
You know this. Just adding to your point, I'm forgetting the country name. Either it's in Europe or it's in Singapore. It's a meme university is there where people actually teach you the science behind creating a memes.
I didn't know
that something like this.
I didn't know that.
I'll share with you. I have to Google it out, but I'll share it with you.
There's a video. There's a very nice. Yeah, I mean, there's a very nice video of how Donald Trump rose to power by using memes. It was by some, I forgot the thing. We'll probably add it in the description. So watch the video. But yeah, I mean, like it's a very killer video, right? Like I mean, the power of memes is unparalleled. Like I mean, like you can actually reach your account can blow up like crazy. So that's two. And the third thing would be like say, I would say something like games and everything, very simple stuff related to what's trending. I mean, like, actually four, I'll put four. Like one is games because like that I've seen it's worked well like in my previous company and everything. Very simple like math wale. I don't know if companies would want to do that. They're very engagement baity wale questions and everything. Like, you know, just on the top of my head, the color of your shirt and the last thing you ate is your new, your in-game name. What did you get? Stuff like that. Basic.
So basically, I mean, whatever points you have mentioned are very new trends, right? And all the users also need to keep in mind, like especially if you're users as in the small scale or big scale guys, that you have to be very trendy. Like things which worked 5 years back wouldn't work for you now.
Yeah,
right?
And even if it worked 5 years back, the whole thing is engagement.
Engagement, right?
The more shares you get, the more comments you get, the more people engage with your content, the better, right? So even if it worked 5 years ago, if like to be honest, if you bring a 5 year ago meme, people will be like, this is a 5 year old meme, this is a 5 year old meme, but still people laugh because it's actually a good meme, right?
But definitely, I mean, I would like to agree on this, especially on all the 3 points I've mentioned. These are very new and trendy kind of things. So yeah, I think these will definitely help.
Yeah.